Good morning. Thank you for joining us for our morning motivation presented by the FBC Ministerial staff.
My name is Minister Terry Scott, and I want to talk to you about a place reserved by God. The God-shaped hole concept states that every person has a void in his soul, spirit, life that can only be filled by God. The God-shaped hole is the innate longing of the human heart for something outside itself, something transcendent, something other. Ecclesiastes 3:11 refers to God's placing of eternity in man's heart. God made humanity for his eternal purpose, and only God can fulfill our desire for eternity. This desire can only be fulfilled by God and therefore can be likened to a God-shaped hole. The problem, though, is that humanity ignores this hole or attempts to fill it with things other than God. Jeremiah 17:9 describes the condition of our hearts. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? Solomon reiterates the same concept. The hearts of men, moreover, are full of evil, and there is madness in their hearts while they live. Ecclesiastes 9:3. Romans 1:18 through 22 describes humanity ignoring what can be known about God, including presumably the God-shaped hole, and instead worshiping anything and everything other than God. Sadly, too many spend their lives looking for something other than God to fulfill their longing for meaning, business, family, sports, etc. But in pursuing these things, they are not eternal. They remain unfulfilled and wonder why their lives never seem satisfactory. There is no doubt that many people pursuing things other than God achieve a measure of happiness, for a time only. But when we consider Solomon, who had all the riches, success, esteem, and power in the world, in short, all that men seek after in this life, we see that none of it fulfilled the longing for eternity. He declared it all vanity, meaning that he sought after these things in vain because they did not satisfy him. In the end, he said, now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Just as a square peg cannot fill a round hole, neither can the God-shaped hole inside each of us be filled by anyone or anything other than God. Only through a personal relationship with God, through faith in Jesus Christ, can the God-shaped hole be fulfilled and the desire for eternity fulfilled. By man's standard, you may be considered to have it all, but there's nothing further from the truth. I can readily identify with this because before I met Jesus, I was in search of any and everything that I thought I needed. I was trying to fit square objects into a heart-shaped mold, not made by me, but made by God. God wants all of you, and he wants you to have all of him, and there is no better combination. When that God-shaped hole in your heart is filled by the one who placed it there, then and only then will you be made whole. Now I leave you with this about our God. As a creator, he made it all. As a caretaker, he cared for it all. As a creditor, he paid it all for you. I love you, thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you for joining us for another moment of inspiration. It is our prayer that you have been motivated, encouraged, and inspired by today's word.